Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2009 Land Rover Defender 2.4 TDCi Special Utility. It's a hardtop version, but this is quite an unusual one, as it has been used obviously by one of the electricity boards or whatever else. However, as you can see from the sides, there aren't any shutters, which is really very unusual. So this particular vehicle's done 120,000 miles and it's got full contract service history. As I say, it's got an MOT until October 2020 as well. So obviously, you know, it's got the 120,000 miles, but it's got the history and also it's got a decent MOT on it as well. So we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now, and the idea is that obviously you can see the vehicle in its full light without actually leaving the comfort of your own home. So it's me who gets cold, not you. As I go around it, I will show you all the panels, I'll show you the wheels and the tyres, I'll show you underneath on the chassis, I shall show you inside the vehicle in the back, and obviously inside the functionality as well. I can tell you, if you hear a noise in the background, I put the night heater on. I just wanted to make sure it worked okay, and obviously there's no better time to do that than now. So it is whirring away and it is working. One thing I will say to you, obviously if you're looking at this vehicle, it's obviously worth mentioning, it's been used in a work environment. There are marks, there are dents, there are scratches. I'll try and show you all of them, but as obviously you can appreciate, it's been used obviously as a work tool, so therefore there are marks on it. Okay, so we'll start with the bonnet and I'll work our way around. Obviously it's got the armour plating on the bonnet, which is obviously a nice touch. It's done there for a particular reason, because obviously these vehicles are used quite heavily, and people do stand on these, and obviously if you don't put these armour plating on there, they do get dented quite easily. You could probably remove that quite easily, but to be honest, it looks quite good, to be fair. Right, a few other things obviously worth mentioning is this one has got the hydraulic winch, which means it can tow, I believe, about 2.5 ton, as it's obviously got the stronger chassis on this one. So obviously we have sold these to people before in the past that use them to tow wind turbines, for instance. Because obviously with it having the stronger chassis, it's much more better for that, if you like. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's look around the bonnet. As hopefully as you can see, it's actually really straight. It looks dead smart as well. Unfortunately, we've got a snapped aerial. Seems to be the case with most of these, to be honest with you. I can't actually remember seeing one that hadn't got a snapped aerial or a bent aerial or something. Radio does work though, to be fair, so that's all right. And obviously with the technology as it is now, you can put like a DAB receiver in there very easily anyway. So you've got your emergency stop there on the front panel, and obviously the hydraulic winch as well. So actually this one's had a Lola by the look of it, and it's due, the next one is the 10th of March 20, so if you're going to use it in a work environment, obviously that's something you'll need to consider. Okay, so let's look at the passenger wing. I've got to be honest, actually I'm quite surprised, it's really straight. There are a couple of little tiny dents, but as you can probably appreciate from the video, it's difficult to get them to show up. So passenger front wheel and tyre, as you can see there's plenty of tread on the tyre. Have a quick look at the chassis while we're here, it looks nice and tidy. Okay, so let's work our way down the side of the vehicle. Obviously instantly I'm noticing that this bottom panel's got a few little dents, just commensurate with use really, I suppose. You know, it doesn't take much to get them dented, as you'll know if you've owned a Defender before. Excuse me. On the other hand though, the door and the actual side panel are exceptionally straight, as you can see. So in this box here you have got the nice heater, and as you can hear it is working, and it is warm as well, which is nice. So everything looks good on there. So the rear wheel and tyre, again loads of tread on the tyre, and as you can see, chassis is really clean and tidy as well. That's the thing with these vehicles, they are really serviced really so well that they do last a lifetime. and as we're seeing, they're going up and up in value, not down. Okay, so looking over the rear, something I have noticed when I was backing it up, never seen it before. This Defender's got reversing sensors, which is unusual, which are there, and I can't see it there, and they work. So rear door, again, it's obviously, this is one, I would guess that this has been looked after by one person maybe all its life. It's just been loved. You can see it's been taken care of. I suppose that's the reason why it's a 2009, it's just come out of service. Usually the 2011, 2012, so I'm guessing it's had another couple of years of service because of it's in good condition. Okay, so let's go down the driver's side now. As you can see, it's a mirror of the other side. It's exceptionally clean. Really, really good condition. Let's have a quick look on the roof. As you can see, there's a centre box which can lend itself to many uses, I'm sure, which is lockable. And there's also ladders on there as well. There are work lamps which do work. I will show you working in a minute or two, and beacons as well, of course. So driver's side rear wheel and tyre, it's matching to the other side. It's in good condition, loads of tread, and the chassis is also very good as well. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the front wing. Also very good. Driver's side front wheel and tyre, matching to the other side, same tread depth, same tyre, good condition, as is the chassis. This side, again, there's a few little dents on the bottom, but they're not bad. Not same as the other side. Right, so let's firstly open the back door. So as you can see, it is kitted out, similar to other special utility vehicles, but obviously in a different way. The other ones that we usually see have the sliding openers at the side, and then obviously these are twisted the other way, and then there's no space in the middle. This really lends itself very well. I mean, it could be used in many circumstances. These are really easy to take out. They just bolt in, same as other Defender parts. As you can see, just bolt them out, remove them, and you've got lots of space again. All these open up, as you can see. So that's a gas box, and then there's other compartments as well. As I say, you know, you remove these, different sections in there. These all lock into place. And there's space up there as well. I have noticed that there's an inverter in here as well as the night heater, so you know you've got 240 volts on here as well. There's a spare number plate if you've got a trailer. Yeah, it's in really clean condition. Cubby holes, you've got the extra drawer obviously, which goes to the full length, which is a nice touch. You've got the tow bar, so obviously you can tow 3.5 tons of these, and you've got the steps. Let's have a quick look inside. So as you can probably appreciate, it's a Defender. There's not a great deal of comfort amenities in this vehicle, but I can tell you it's really clean. These seats, if that bothers you, don't let it bother you, because they just literally, as you can see, come off and they're replaceable, and you can pick one up for very little, to be honest with you. Obviously it's been in a working environment, it's done 120,000 miles, so that's kind of what you'd expect it to look like. The rest of the seat though looks really good. Also, what I can tell you is I'm an ex-smoker, and you can always pick up on cigarette smoke, and it doesn't, to me, doesn't smell like it's ever been smoked in. And as you can see as you look inside it, it's really, really very clean. Just back down, show you the passenger seat. Passenger seat's also got a little bit of damage on it, it's not serious. So up here, that's the night heater. As you can see, it's switched on, and that was switched on by using this button here. So we've got work lamps, you've got the interior lights, you've got the beacons, and then obviously your PTO and everything's here as well. We've got centre box, which is intact. Sometimes you see these and they're hanging off. Anyway, so they are. In the back there you can see you've got your inverter. I've not tested it, don't know if it works. They usually do though, to be honest with you. We've got LED light, which works. A few nice extras which I quite like. In this one it's got the hands-free, which is unusual, it's got to be said. Microphone's up here. Let's jump in, I'll start it up and you can hear it running. Just shut the door. Just give it a little bit of preheat. If you can hear that, it starts straight away, fires into action, a little bit of preheat, it works perfectly. Okay, so you can see that the hands-free works okay. It says it's searching for an iPhone. Pretty sure that will work. Radio works.
Try and push me. I try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him.
That works okay. Heaters work. Obviously this one's got no aircon, but it's neither here nor there. Open the window a bit wider. I don't think there's anything else really to show you inside. What I'll do now, I'll pop the bonnet and you can have a look under there, and then I'll have a quick look under the chassis as well. I know you've seen the chassis already, but you know it's nice to just have a proper look and get the open. Where's that thing for it? It's there. Okay, so under the bonnet, it's very clean. I think if you had looked in there and didn't look at the odometer, you wouldn't know it had done 120,000 miles. Obviously, the great thing with these are they are serviced so well. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, my favourite word, as you can see though, you know, it is really clean. It's obviously been very well maintained. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Yeah, really good. Okay, so let's have a quick look underneath. Oopsie. Okay. So excuse me. Yeah, it's a nice looking truck. It drives really well as well. Clutch is good. It feels nice and tight to drive. Starts straight away. There was no obvious smoke or rattles when it was started. It's a nice piece of kit. Obviously, the other great thing is it lends itself really well for many uses, because obviously with it not having the sides cut out, it means that you can use it for many other things. Anyway, so hopefully I've shown everything that you need to see. Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't see. I didn't show you the beacons and the working lights. Let me just do that now. Switch that night heater off, don't need that on. So work lamps, as you can see, I think that one works. There's another one here, and as you can see that works as well. Let's do the beacons. Fingers crossed they work. And they do. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. As I say, you know, these are serviced so well, they're maintained to such a level that everything works perfectly usually. So you can hear the engine running. You can see there's no nasty movements in the engine. Okay, so switch that off. Okay, so I'm going to end the video there. If you do feel that I've missed something out, or if you want to see anything in more detail, please give us a shout. All my contact details are at the end. Also, if you're happy with what you've seen, you just want to purchase a vehicle based on the video, we can do that, no problem at all. Just need a deposit to secure the vehicle, and then obviously if you want to do finance, we can look at doing finance for you. It's a VAT applicable vehicle, so we would need a deposit to cover the VAT, and then it's just a short application. We can get you a decision usually within an hour or so. If you're happy with what you see and want to buy it and you want it delivering, again, I can deliver it for you, no problem at all. There is a cost tied to this. Give us a shout. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.